for me. So then it became like, oh, I can't believe that just happened. That was like a spontaneous thing that occurred, like something happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I started to get almost like psychic because of it, because I was starting to meditate longer and more, and with the breathing and everything. So meditation became something very, very dear to me. And when I don't do it for long periods of time, I definitely feel disconnected from myself
Right.
more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. That's a great thing because a lot of people, it's just that monkey mind and the brain. That's what the brain does. The brain generates these thoughts and it's constantly going and it's there to protect you. And and you have to ease into it sometimes. Sometimes, meditation. I have so many people say I can't stop. So then you go with a guided meditation because then you're just focused on someone's voice and that's able and find there's so many people that have meditations on YouTube and different apps and stuff, but just find it or find a word, any word, a mantra. It could be some like one or love, or it could be om. It could be a chant. The 6-word chant I love. That's because it just keeps your mind busy, and while you're doing that, the vibration actually heals your body, and or humming, simply just humming, um, is very healing. That vibration in the body. So yeah, everybody find a way and start, even if it's just a couple of minutes, and then allow it to expand and to expand and expand. Not everybody can sit down for an hour or more, but if you want to, why not? You start to experience things that are a little bit mystical, like you're becoming psychic, right? Like that happens to me all the time, all the time. It's and even in my dreams, like my dreams will forecast what happens during the day, and not in the same way, but just in like these really weird, wacky ways, and it's fun. So I encourage anyone to just look into meditation, look into Qigong. If anybody's interested, I teach that, which is a moving meditation, and it's energy. It's because we're energetic beings, and that's why we can pick up. That's why the intuition is there, because we are surrounded by energy, and energy is information, and we can tune into that with our vibration. We're like an instrument, and we each have our own unique pattern in this beautiful field of energy that we live in. And as you become more aware of it and it becomes more fine tuned, that's when you can start getting these little hits, and it's just seamless. Like it, and if you want to live a life that's more calm and relaxed, you're going to find that if someone is argumentative, you're just not going to be around them. You're going to keep missing them. You miss somebody, like, oh, I just missed you by a few minutes. That's what's going to happen. You're going to find that you're going to be attracting more calm and ease, and more of this beautiful energy into your life. I'm not saying it's going to be like, you know, you're going to have the birds and the rainbows all the time, but you're, you're going to be able to stay in a state of calm more and more the more that you practice coming into this inner place. It's not out here. We have to look within. We don't want to stay here though. Like, we don't want to be meditating all day, because we're here to live life and to have fun. Um, so yeah, intuition is a great thing. It's easy to to nurture and to build. And HeartMath is a really, really effective way to do that. And they have the science and the studies behind it to prove that this actually occurs.
So it's interesting about HeartMath. And so it's HeartMath quick coherence
Right.
technique,
That's
right?
one of the techniques. Yeah.
One of
There's,
the techniques.
yeah.
So the first time I heard of it was from I was watching, what was I watching? I was watching a podcast, and what podcast was that? I want to give them their flowers. But it was Joe Dispenza, and he was on maybe Impact Theory. I think it was Impact Theory.
Okay.
And so he was talking about this. I mean, I've watched him on a million podcasts, so it could have been one of a million, but I think it was Impact Theory. And so he was talking about heart coherence and how powerful it was. And I was absolutely transfixed about learning what he was talking about, these studies that he found when people like use these strategies and what incredible things they can do and changes that they experience.
Mm-hmm.
So what exactly is HeartMath's quick coherence technique?
Quick coherence. So we can do it. It's so simple. But what it is, they call it quick coherence because, like, if you're in a situation like you're waiting for a phone call from someone you know it's not going to be pleasant, whatever, or you have a conversation coming up and you're kind of agitated, or any situation where you're agitated, it's a way to bring you very quickly into this coherence. And the coherence is because our heart actually talks to the brain more than the brain talks to the heart throughout the day. So the heart knows before the brain does about situations that are going to happen. So if we can come into this coherence quickly, and we can do it right now, it only takes a few minutes. So anyone that's watching, just don't have to do anything special. You could do it eyes open, eyes closed, and we're just going to imagine, and sometimes it's helpful to put your hand on your heart when you're first learning. Just imagine that, as you put your attention on your heart, that your breath is flowing in and out from your heart, right? So eyes closed, eyes open. And that's what's good about this. You can do it with your eyes open once you learn it, and you can do it anywhere. So we're just breathing in and out from your heart. And as you're doing this breathing, just allow it to get a little slower and deeper than usual. And breathing in and out from your nose if you can. In and out very slowly. Slower and deeper, in and out. And as you're imagining this flow of your breath into your heart and out from your heart, just do your best to think of someone or something in your life that elevates your emotions, that feels good, someone you love, a favorite vacation spot, a favorite food. And just allow yourself to really feel as best as you can how good this person or this thing feels as you're breathing in and out from your heart, slower and deeper, keeping it nice and even. And as you do this, just notice that there's a sense of calm and ease, breathing in and out from the heart, thinking about someone, something that you love, breathing in and out from your heart. And as you do this, you might notice that your breathing slows down even more, deepens even more, and your breathing is nice and even. Just notice how you feel. And this is HeartMath, quick coherence. So easy. It wasn't even 60 seconds, I don't think, right? And how do you feel?
I feel positively elevated.
Right? And it's so amazing. And I was thinking, for a while I've been thinking this. And then this morning I said, this is how new this is. And I'm being really honest. I've been thinking about this, and I was like, what am I going to call this? I don't know. Energy elevator. Because we want to elevate our energy. So everybody, I'm sure, has a phone. I have an iPhone, so I don't know how it would work on an Android. But you go to your photos and you click new album. And if you're not sure how to do this, I can put together a little PDF how you do it, but it takes you like no time at all. And then you go through your photos and you add photos and you name this your energy elevator, your HeartMath, whatever, quick coherence, whatever you want. And then you put all your favorite photos. Of course, most of mine are my grandchildren, some of them my good friends, some of my favorite places, my garden. And then, so now you've got a little album, right? And then if you go to the album, I wrote this down how to do it. So I'm going to do a little PDF, right? And then to play your album, there's 3 little dots that if you touch the album, you see 3 little dots come up and it says play, what does it say? To play the memory video. And it puts music to it, and you can change the music if you don't like the music it does. And you just look at it and you do this breathing. Because that's for someone that's in like a really hard place. So like you've got your favorite photos, you've got that fun memory video playing with some nice music, and you're just looking at it and you're breathing in and out of your heart. And before you know it, you have just discharged that low vibration that got your whole nervous system out of whack, right? Cortisol starts, that's when we get stressed out. That starts to, and we just send love to your kids. We just send love, love, love to the kids.